Hello there, I'm Liyana Hassanel and you're watching Nightline, news making the headlines. Christmas, a time to love, show compassion and spread goodwill, says Prime Minister. And siblings arrested after lovers' quarrel turns tragic. Good morning. The Yang di-Pertuan Agong Al-Sultan Abdullah Riayatuddin Al-Mustafa Billah Shah and Raja Permaisuri Agong Tunku Aziza Aminah Maimunah Iskandaria have extended Christmas greetings to all Christians in Malaysia. The King and Queen conveyed their wishes through a post shared on the Istana Negara Facebook page on Sunday. In their Christmas message, Al-Sultan Abdullah and Tunku Aziza also hoped that the celebration will bring peace, prosperity, happiness and well-being to all members of the Christian community in the country. Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim said the unity of the people is essential for the continuous development of the nation in terms of economic growth, increased investment and the eradication of poverty. While extending his holiday greetings to the Christian community in the country in conjunction with Christmas this Monday, the Prime Minister also urged Malaysians to show love, compassion and spread goodwill, regardless of their different backgrounds during the holidays. Anwar's Christmas message was posted on his social media accounts on Sunday. He also hoped that this year's Christmas celebration will continue to bring joy, peace, security, harmony, prosperity and unity to the country and the people of Malaysia. In Malacca, although the Christmas festivities in the tiny Portuguese settlement in Ujong Pasir may not be as extravagant as in previous years, the festive atmosphere and spirit are still present this year. Despite the moderate-scale celebration, each house in the settlement is still decked with Christmas trees, candy canes and other ornaments. The vibrant festive atmosphere could be seen all around the settlement, as all the homes and their front porches are adorned with colorful Christmas decorations and glittering fairy lights. Visitors to the settlement are also welcomed with Bong Natal wishes, or Merry Christmas in Kristang, a Creole language spoken by the Malacca Portuguese community. Adding to the joy when family members, including those living away from their hometown, return to have dinner together with their loved ones on Christmas Eve. According to the Malacca Portuguese Community Heritage, Arts and Culture Association advisor, Martin Teixeira, this is a meaningful tradition for the community.
So yeah, we in Malaysia, we are very fortunate because we live in this harmonious, multiracial, multicultural, multi-religious community. So we wish and we hope and we pray that we can still live together in this kind of environment of peace, harmony, respecting each other.
Among the traditional dishes served during the gathering include kari debal or devil curry, chap chai, chili pickle, as well as homemade cakes. As for his niece, Vanessa da Costa, this Christmas is especially significant as her family was unable to return to Malaysia for the past 4 years. They have been living abroad in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates for the last 20 years, as her husband is working as a pilot in the country.
So after this, tak tahu bila lagi dia nak balik Christmas dekat Malaysia. So they are always looking forward to come back to Malaysia for Christmas because all the cousins, dia punya makcik, my mother is here, pakcik, all the saudara mara all kat sini. So they are happy to come back every year.
It was a Christmas miracle for grandmother Sandra Lee and her stateless grandson Edward Tan. After many years of stress and waiting, the two finally received good news regarding Tan's citizenship status. FMT's Natasha Beast has the story.
10 years. That's how long it took Edward Tan to get his Malaysian citizenship. But that would have been impossible without his 76-year-old grandma, Sandra Lee. For a decade, Lee embarked on a relentless quest for her grandson's citizenship, refusing to accept defeat even after an initial rejection. Tan's struggle started the day he was born. born to a Malaysian father and an Indonesian mother out of wedlock, Tan was not entitled to his father's citizenship. This left him stateless, even after he was adopted by his biological father and stepmother in 2012. But Lee took it upon herself to remedy her grandson's status. Her biggest hurdle? Not knowing where to begin.
Without any knowledge as to how I actually should approach the problem to overcome the statelessness, how can I get him the correct birth certificate? There was a time when somebody told me, this person can get you the birth certificate. So we met up with him and we got cheated of 6,000 ringgit.
Lee found help along the way. Her friend, a lawyer, helped her with the application process. But it was not always smooth sailing.
Year 12, we started applying. And year 13, as I told you, year 13, we got the reply saying tidak berjaya, and without any reason.
Lee refused to take no for an answer. She applied again in 2016. This time, she was adamant in ensuring the Home Ministry would not dismiss her grandson's case. And after 7 years of endless phone calls, letters, and in somewhat of a Christmas miracle, Lee's persistence paid off.
December 12, I got the letter. Yeah.
Tan feels the same way.
I feel happy for now after getting my citizenship approved. So I finally can walk around, no need to be afraid of anything, anywhere lah.
And for the first time in many years, Christmas is a joyous event again for Tan and Lee.
I hope that I can celebrate with my family and my grandma, of course my grandma, because she's been helping me a lot. I would like to say that be strong and then don't give up on your hope. Just keep on doing until you get a citizenship. We wish all Malaysians a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We.
Natasha Bust, FMT for Nightline.
Hipokrasi terus dimanifestasi. Transisi, revolusi, integriti. Episod tragis dan emosi. Memacu matlamat, mengukir legasi. Imbasan 2023, Sabtu 30 Disember, hanya di TV3. Dan stream HD secara langsung ditonton.
In Selangor, police arrested 2 men and a woman suspected to be involved in a murder following a dispute between siblings at a house in Sungai Choh, Rawang on Saturday night. The arrest was in relation to the discovery of a body which had been buried near the house. Acting Gombak Police Chief Superintendent Nur Arifin Muhammad Nasir in a statement said the suspects aged 29, 32 and 33 were detained following a report lodged by a woman, claiming that she had heard an argument from her neighbor's house at around 11 a.m. on Saturday. At 5 p.m, the complainant overheard a conversation between her neighbor's husband and brother-in-law requesting help to bury a body. Upon initial investigation, police discovered the body of an unidentified local man buried in a hole in the bushes near the home of the 3 suspects. The body was then taken to Kuala Lumpur Hospital for post-mortem. It was believed that the victim was the boyfriend of one of the suspect's sisters and that the motive of the incident stemmed from a dispute between the victim and one of the suspects. The investigation is still ongoing under the Penal Code for murder, and efforts to locate several individuals suspected to be involved in the case are underway. Negeri Sembilan became the latest state to be hit by floods, while more people were evacuated to relief centres in Kelantan, Terengganu and Pahang on Sunday. However, the number of flood victims in Negeri Sembilan has dropped as of 11 p.m. According to the Seremban District Disaster Management Committee Secretariat, only 1 relief centre was opened at SK Sungai Machang, Lenggeng, with 55 evacuees. Compared to 68 earlier in the morning, following the flash flood that occurred at 1:30 a.m. The Seremban Civil Defence Force reported that the flash floods in Kampung Celoge, Kampung Batu 18 and Kampung Sungai Jai have receded. In Kelantan, the number increased to 1,868 people, compared to 856 in the morning, with Gua Musang being the latest district affected by floods after Pasir Mas, Jeli and Tanah Merah. The third wave of floods in Terengganu is also worsening, as the number of victims housed at the relief centres in 4 districts increased to 952 people, compared to 340 earlier on Sunday. Elsewhere in Pahang, 78 people are housed at SK Felda Kota Gelangi 1 Relief Centre in Jerantut, compared to 75 at 4 p.m. The Pahang Disaster Management Committee Secretariat informed that continuous heavy rain since Saturday caused Sungai Siam to overflow, flooding several houses in Kota Gelangi 1. However, floodwaters have already subsided. Meanwhile, the Malaysian Meteorological Department, Met Malaysia, has issued a danger level continuous rain warning for several areas in Kelantan and Terengganu from Sunday until Monday. In a statement, Met Malaysia said the areas affected by the rain in Kelantan are Tumpat, Pasir Mas, Kota Baru, Jeli, Tanah Merah, Bachok, Machang, Pasir Puteh and Kuala Krai. While the affected areas in Terengganu are Besut, Sitiu, Kuala Nerus, Hulu Terengganu, Kuala Terengganu, Marang and Dungun. More than a dozen killed in Indonesian nickel plant fire. News from the foreign front when we return.
Ni nampak macam sedap je. Nak ni lah.
Ini produk terbaru kami, Siu Supering Cheesy Corn. Nak cuba? Cheesy Corn ni ditabur dengan serbuk supering yang menambahkan lagi rasa kejunya.
Wah, bolehlah. Bagi saya cuba satu. Gabungan supering ni memang
Cik belum bayar lagi ni.
Maaf. Terlupa pula.
Dapatkan di Siu sekarang.
Kisah menarik paparan majalah 3 sepanjang tahun ini. Lensa realiti bagaikan inspirasi dan menjadi sejarah di hari muka. Majalah 3, 25 Disember, Isnin 9 malam, hanya di TV3. Stream sekarang melalui Tonton. Fail Mahkamah merungkai kes-kes tergempar Malaysia. Laporan, siasatan serta prosiding kes yang telah dibicara ke muka pengadilan. Rangkuman kes-kes berprofil tinggi yang telah dipaparkan dalam fail mahkamah sepanjang 2023.
The foreign news. As the Zionist regime's war on Gaza entered its 79th day, more than 200 Palestinians were killed in the past 24 hours, and about 384 others have been left injured during Israel's relentless attacks. According to officials, at least 6 Palestinians were killed and several wounded in an Israeli airstrike on a house at the Bureij refugee camp, while another strike on a house in Rafah claimed the lives of 2 Palestinians. Local government media office, meanwhile, reported that at least 103 journalists have been killed in Zionist attacks, while more than 50 media offices have been completely or partially destroyed. To date, Gaza's health ministry said the total death toll of Palestinians killed in Zionist attacks in the impoverished strip has reached 20,258 people, with 53,688 others left wounded. In other news, an explosion at a nickel plant on Indonesia's Sulawesi Island has killed at least 13 workers and injured dozens of others, some seriously. Initial investigation revealed that the 5:30 a.m. incident occurred during maintenance process at a nickel smelter furnace. It was reported that excess iron slag had flowed from the furnace, causing its walls to collapse and the remaining iron slag to flow out, resulting in a fire. The fire was extinguished hours later. However, at least 13 people died from the incident, while 46 others suffered serious injuries. Officials said many were injured by hot steam from stainless steel slag and the burning fire. In the meantime, the plant, operated by Chinese steel and nickel giant Tsingshan, said it will coordinate with related parties to investigate the incident and cover all treatment costs for victims. Large swaths of Australia sweated through heatwave conditions as authorities warned of a high bushfire risk in many parts of the country's vast Western Australia state. The nation's weather forecaster on Sunday issued heatwave alerts for the state and neighbouring Northern Territory, warning temperatures in some regions could hit more than 45 degrees Celsius. According to the state's Emergency Services Agency, more than 20 bushfires were burning, including an uncontrolled one near Pemberton, a town of around 5,000 residents, about 320 kilometres south of the state capital, Perth. State authorities also warned of a high fire danger for many parts of Western Australia, a mining state covering the western third of the Australian continent. Al-Ittihad
Karnival Jom Heboh 2024 akan ke Kuching, Sarawak. Peluang terbaik untuk kembangkan jenama, promosi dan bisnes anda dengan pelbagai aktiviti menarik. Hubungi kami sekarang di maklumat tertera untuk menyertai. Jom, jom, jom!
Tragedi Elmina. Keluarga mangsa masih berduka.
Polis call saya, kata yang libat dengan kapal terbang tu anak kecil. Satu Malaysia ni dah tahu kata kejadian rider tu, tapi kita tak sangka kata anak kita.
Sepanjang kad nikah tu memang tak boleh tahan sebab walaupun dia tak ada kat situ, tapi kita rasa dia boleh ada kat situ.
Saksikan 999 Selasa jam 9 malam di TV3 dan stream secara HD di Tonton.
Fail Mahkamah merungkai kes-kes tergempar Malaysia. Laporan, siasatan serta prosiding kes yang telah dibicara ke muka pengadilan. Rangkuman kes-kes berprofil tinggi yang telah dipaparkan dalam fail mahkamah sepanjang 2023.
We're back with sports. People often utilize weekends for sport activities that can help promote healthy lifestyle. And this includes staff from Media Prima Berhad, where more than 50 employees participated in the 2023 Sri Pentas Badminton Tournament on Saturday. The tournament, organised by Media Prima Club, featured two categories, men's and women's doubles, with a total of 16 doubles participating. A total cash prize of 2,850 ringgit, along with trophies, were up for grabs, as well as additional prizes and lucky draws. The competition served as a platform for MPB staff to showcase their raw talents while battling for the cash prize. Participants who were not at the same skill level gave their best effort and, at the same time, managed to strengthen relationships among each other. Muhammad Jamira Ramli and Eric Chi were crowned the men's doubles champions, while Fatin Shafika Jafar and Nur Asrina Muhammad Nur emerged victorious in the women's doubles event. Bandar Utama Assemblywoman Jamalia Jamaluddin took time off her busy schedule to join and present the prizes to the winners. Also present were Pertubuhan Amal Uncle Kentang Malaysia founder Chi Heng Kwan and Media Prima Club chairman Khairuzaman Muhammad. On to football, the Saudi Pro League. Defending champions Al Ittihad suffered another setback and officially fell out from the title race after a 3-1 home defeat to Al Rayed on Sunday. The home side went down to 10 men in the 12th minute when defender Madallah Al-Olayan was shown a red card for his challenge on Julio Tavares. 10 minutes later, Karim El-Barkoui gave the visitors the lead, but Al Ittihad quickly equalized through Roman Reno 3 minutes later, and the score remained 1-1 until half-time. In the second half, El-Barkoui restored the lead in the 72nd minute before Mohamed Al-Dosari secured a famous win for Al Rayed in the final minute, sealing the 3-1 victory. With this result, the Tigers stand in 6th place with 28 points, 22 points behind the league leaders Al Hilal. On to the UAE Pro League. Yusufu Niakate scored in the final minute as Banias defeated Al Ittihad Kalba 2-1 in Abu Dhabi on Saturday. Kalba took the lead in the 36th minute when Philip Kiss fired a spectacular shot from outside the box. Right into the second half, the visitors were left with only 10 men after Sultan Adil Al-Amiri was shown a red card for a second yellow due to his foul on Niakate. Taulant Safari then managed to level the score in the 54th minute by converting the awarded penalty. As the game seemed to be heading towards a draw, Niakate popped up with the winner 4 minutes into stoppage time to lift his side to 8th place. When Nightline returns, limbless body of missing boy found. Don't go away.
어떻게 됐어? 네가 지금 볼 타이밍이 아닌 것 같은데.
Sononya, layan opa sampai pagi.
보고? 개판이네! 힘은 가속도와 질량이 비례한다.
조문 왔던 걔네들 왔다 가고 그랬잖아.
Mak turun aplikasi tonton, semua favourite anda ada di sini.
Menarik minggu ini di MHI.
Tragedi tanah runtuh di Puchong, kita dekati mangsa bersempena Christmas.
Kes COVID-19 semakin meningkat. Waspada jangan leka demi keselamatan diri.
Eksploitasi kanak-kanak, ada ibu bapa yang menggunakan wang anak-anak, boleh ke?
Fahami dengan jelas Akta 302 Kanon Kesesaan.
Nantikan juga rangkuman peristiwa sepanjang tahun 2023.
MHI Isnin hingga Jumaat jam 9.30 pagi di TV3.
Dan stream secara HD ditonton.
Kisah menarik paparan majalah 3 sepanjang tahun ini. Lensa realiti bagaikan inspirasi dan menjadi sejarah di hari muka. Majalah 3, 25 Disember, Isnin 9 malam, hanya di TV3. Stream sekarang melalui tonton.
3 policemen believed to be from the General Operations Force GOF Central Brigade were arrested on suspicion of stealing 85,000 ringgit from a business premises during an integrated operation in Mini Dhaka at Jalan Silang, Kuala Lumpur last Thursday. City Police Chief Dato' Alauddin Abdul Majid said the 3 officers, aged 26, 30 and 35, have been remanded for 4 days beginning Saturday to assist investigations into the case. In a statement on Sunday, Alauddin said the case is still under investigation under the Penal Code for theft and urged the public to not speculate since it may disrupt the probe and cause public concern. At 12:36 a.m. last Friday, police received a report over the loss of cash amounting to 85,000 ringgit at a business premises in Lebuh Pudu during the raid conducted by the authorities to curb foreigners. It was believed that the three suspects were recorded on closed-circuit television (CCTV) cameras while conducting a search in the building, but this was not included in the report. Following the arrests, police reportedly seized 63,500 ringgit in cash, a Pro 2 MyV car, 2 mobile phones, and payment receipts for the purchase of tyres and maintenance of the vehicle. During the integrated operation from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., a total of 1,101 foreigners were arrested for various immigration offences, including not having valid travel documents. Police has denied the existence of a new scam modus operandi called SIM swap. Bukit Aman Commercial Crime Investigation Department CCID Director Commissioner Datuk Sri Ramli Muhammad Yusof said this in response to a message claiming that such a scam had existed and was being circulated on social media. In a statement on Sunday, Ramli said that a message allegedly sent by JSJ Commercial PDRM warned that if victims pressed 1 on their phones after receiving a call from scammers, their phones would be wiped and taken control of by scammers. The scammer would then have access to their bank accounts and transfer all the money to another account. Ramli, however, stressed that the message was false and that the CCID had not issued such an advisory. He added that all advisories from the CCID would be published through official channels and the media, and that the public could contact the police directly through the CCID info line or the nearest police station for verification. He also advised all phone users to be cautious and not to click on any links or follow any instructions received from unknown individuals.
Fail Mahkamah merungkai kes-kes tergempar Malaysia. Laporan, siasatan serta prosiding kes yang telah dibicara ke muka pengadilan. Rangkuman kes-kes berprofil tinggi yang telah dipaparkan dalam fail mahkamah sepanjang 2023.
The body of 15-year-old Muhammad Fakhrul Zaini, who was fatally attacked by a crocodile in the Sungai Samariang Aman, Sarawak, was found with missing limbs on Sunday. A spokesperson for the State Fire and Rescue Department said firemen from Petrajaya Station discovered the body afloat at around 11 a.m., approximately 2 kilometers from the site of the crocodile attack. It was reported that the victim's legs and right hand were missing, and the neck was broken. The second day of the search and rescue SAR operation saw a team comprising 5 fully armed Marine Police officers and a fireman using a rescue boat and conducting patrols downstream. The Marine Police's unmanned aerial vehicle UAV unit was also deployed to conduct aerial surveys using a drone from the Marine Police Operations Base PKOB. The SAR operation concluded at 12:45 p.m. Following the identification of the victim's body by his family, the body was taken to the hospital for post-mortem. On Saturday, Muhammad Fakhrul fell victim to a crocodile attack and dragged upstream in the Sungai Samariang Aman while fishing with 3 of his friends. As Nightline draws to close this time around, let's take a look at the traditional bull racing season known as Pacu Jawi, held in Tanah Datar, West Sumatra, Indonesia. With that, I'm Liyana Hassanel. Thank you for watching Nightline and Merry Christmas.